The design possibilities for spring flowering bulbs are seemingly limitless. In April 2016, Baker Creek visited the Bollenstreek, or flower bulb region of the Netherlands. This trip brought us to the Keukenhof in Lisse, which is one of the world's largest flower gardens with over 7 million tulips planted each year. We were astounded by the brilliant design ideas and creative combinations of color and form. We also visited the trial fields of an incredibly talented and passionate bulb company. Here we were introduced to the wondrous diversity of bulb varieties, from the wild tulips of antiquity to stellar new heirloom innovations. Here are a few design tips that we learned from our visit to the heart of bulb country. The first step in designing is to compile data on the varieties that you'll be designing with, keeping a list of each variety detailing the color, height, and bloom time. With this data, you can organize plantings by elements such as color or form. For example, planting a mass of pink tulips to create a blanket of color, or accenting your design with small dabbles of the eye-catching parrot tulip. You can sketch out your design on paper first, indicating color and height. On planting day, you can arrange the bulbs in the design you are planning before setting them in the ground. Mass planting. A mass planting makes a bold statement, smothering the landscape in blankets of color. Plant bulbs in clusters of 15 to 50 or even more for this effect. At the Keukenhof, we saw a river of Muscari grape hyacinth that was arresting. Hundreds of tourists were clustered to see this magnificent river of purple blooms. Lasagna planting. We learned about this design technique from the lead garden designer at the Keukenhof, Martin Ellig. Bulbs are planted together in a bed almost on top of one another at varying depths in lasagna layers, making for beds with long seasons of blooms. This can be done in pots or in the ground. Plant the latest flowering crops with larger sized bulbs such as alliums and late season tulips on the very bottom layer. Next, place mid-season hyacinth and tulips as well as daffodils in the middle layer. And finally, the earliest flowering crops with the smallest bulb size, like crocus, can be planted at the very top. This technique can be tailored to your liking and is very versatile.